What is going on? I'm Zedmont. Lots of stuff to cover, so buckle up. First and foremost, there's a Squad Busters pre-registration reward of 1 million gold. I'm in Canada. I think that's more for countries where it's not. They've just announced it's going global, so do check out Squad Busters. First Supercell game to go global in a minute, so that is fantastic news. Do consider throwing code ZMOD in every single Supercell spot that it'll let you jam that puppy in. I am doing a whole bunch of stuff today. I am forcing my way, pushing my way through all of these missions I have not finished off yet, trying to claim all of those build tokens, trying to get my sculptor going. There's only 9 days left in the boom pass, so do push on. Accumulating all of those blueprints and build tokens and all the rest is a huge benefit in the event we ever get more stuff. I am working on getting my base up to 8 XP 76. Building stuff not high on my priority typically, but figured, you know what, let's get it rocking and rolling. Now, I've got an operation attack, not quite yet, but we'll come back. I will spice something in there. For the moment, we are going to jump into Warships. Don't worry, we will get out of Warships. We're going to start with the most ridiculous of Warships. This is my defensive base. It is ridiculous. I have gotten all the way to the end of the tree. I have basically every single defense that's available. I've got 250% of that building damage. I've got 150% or 100% building health, I should say. The only thing that I'm missing on the defensive side of things, I believe, is not there, but right there. That 34 node, probably hot pot. We'll probably have the keys to unlock that, and then I can finally start getting some troop health, go back and get Dr. Kevy Kavan, and it's ridiculous. Like, my troops just die almost instantly, but as you can see here, we're on a 5-game win streak, so people are fizzling. I'm going to do one hit. Please don't leave when my hit is terrible, because I've got a prize to give away. I talked about it last video, giving away that Boom Beach Super Fan Bundle. And let me tell you, lots of you entered. Now, the fact that this person has a defensive base, that screams fantastic to me. It means they're gonna struggle. They're probably gonna fizzle, maybe get one engine room, so I just have to go slow. That's exactly what we're gonna do. They have only 50% building health, so I am gonna get rid of that shock launcher right there. Reason for getting rid of the shock launcher is that it will murder all of my troops. I got a bad run there with those barrages. 99% of the time you can get rid of it with 2. I probably fat fingered it. I probably missed a simple barrage. Not the end of the world though. We're just gonna clear up here nice and slow. We are gonna throw this as soon as we start to get into range of that boom cannon, just slowing things down, taking it easy. As you can see, our opponent likely to get 0 engine rooms. It is amazing to me how frequently that has happened. I am gonna do the ridiculous and throw a barrage on that stuff, even though we really don't need to, just trying to get rid of that shock launcher so that our troops can come through here without a heck of a lot of difficulty. Gonna throw a critter over here, clearing more mines. Again, this strat is not one that I recommend. I, every season, run 2 tech trees, and this season, more than any other, I leaned into 2 very different tech trees. It's not super fun. I don't recommend going the defensive side of things, but it is working. So for the views, for the lulz, for you guys, that is why I am doing these ridiculous things. We are gonna get, what do we get? We got 3 engine rooms. We might get 1 more, probably just gonna retreat to try and save our opponents some time. We've already picked up the win, but it just feels like maybe we're gonna get that engine room. And Brick's gonna have to run all the way back to her boat, so we'll just hang in here for a second, and we're not gonna get that engine room. But Brick, come on, It's going to be close. It's amazing how long in between rocket launcher shots sometimes. Like, sometimes it feels like they're shooting every second and just ruining. And then you'll be like, oh, maybe we're going to get it down. And then there's this pause right here where you're like, oh, come on. Nope. Okay, so we're going to retreat right about there. Getting out of dodge. Picking up 15 stars for the win streak. Also note that I have not been playing a heck of a lot. I did not put out a video yesterday. My apologies. I am swamped. My life, I'm not going to fully lay out on the line all of the ridiculous things that are happening at the moment, but just absolutely swamped it. So thank you for your patience, all of you out there who come back even when I miss days or sometimes longer in a row. So we're gonna go up this right hand side, staying far from that shock launcher. Shock launchers and mortars are the only things basically the only things that I worry about on this account, because I don't have troop health, and so these things just absolutely ruin me when we let them. So we're gonna throw that cryo bomb on that left hand side, letting some of our troops head up that left hand side, because it means that these guys and gals going up this right hand side should be able to get further along. Again, keeping those cryo bombs out because need to be extra careful around all of the mines. Troop health is high on my list. Every time I consider getting troop health, I then go, nope, need to continue the defensive silliness. So I cannot wait to get that next defense unlocked, because it's going to mean that I will be able to get some form of offense. Not a heck of a lot of offense, because we are fully on the defensive ridiculousness, but just to have something will be so nice. Now, speaking of this here giveaway that we did, I was amazed how many people figured out different flags. Like, a bunch of you put out the mailbox with the flag up. I delivered papers for years, so I was very familiar with throwing that flag up. Also, the golf flag. You guys found flags every which way, and I was super happy to see that. I assumed it was just going to be like the Canadian flag and the US flag and some random flags from around the world, but you guys, I think you guys went through your emojis and found every possible flag under the sun. So great. Love seeing those sorts of details. We are going to try to get over into here, hoping to stay out of the range of that shock launcher so that we can get a couple, at least one more engine room. This is starting to smell like a loss, though. We're gonna get cleared. I am super impressed. Anytime someone clears this base, I tip my cap to them. So my win streak is done. As you can see, though, not everyone doing as well against it. So once we get this engine room down, I'm going to retreat, because I don't think we have any chance of getting that one down. And let's be honest, we've already... Actually, you know what? There's one right here. Didn't realize that. But not worth pursuing. Let's just get the heck out of dodge. We'll throw a cryo bomb on you ladies right there so that you can all die. And we will bow to Timon Hanana. How did you get through this base? Let's see what you did. Coming through with bullet and rocket choppas. I am extra impressed right now, because keeping those rocket choppas in behind would have been a heck of a lot of effort. So well done, just walking through and making it look, frankly, quite easy. I'll show you the alternative to that. Let's jump over here to see what Kelly did. Kelly coming through. What did you try to do, Mr. Kelly? Coming up that left-hand side, and kadoosh. You see that right there? I love to see that. Anytime Kavan walks on a boom cannon, when it's not my Kavan, of course, love to see it. And then just getting absolutely melted. So defensively, good. Let's be honest, though, offense was the way to go this season. We're going to unlock that final defense. I keep clicking on that node. I wish there was a way to differentiate between the choice nodes. have made a bunch of suggestions about that to Supercell. We are not going to get that. No troop health yet. We're still on the defensive kick, getting that hot pot. Next up, we're going to move you out to about there. And we're going to throw that hot pot in about there. Just trying to melt all of the things. Now, this is not my base. This is my take on Nightwada's base. Shout out to Nightwada. He is right about there. He is the defensive king this season. I haven't seen anyone higher than him on the leaderboard with a defensive base. If you know of one, do let me know. Would love to copy it as well. So ridiculous. This account will be going back for Kavan. Also, some troop health in this neighborhood over here. We got lots of troop health here, and then there's more somewhere at about there. So troop health will not make me so gosh darn afraid of shock launchers. Jumping back on in. This is my lnk.bio/zmod, and that is there for a very specific reason. That is a URL that takes you to all of my things. And these people right here, Chase Murdoch commenting with UMUS. By the way, emoji flags are a bit of a pain on Windows and on YouTube. So Chase Murdoch is the winner of this right about here. That Boom Beach Super Fan Bundle, the plushie, the socks, the pins, and more. Do jump on my Discord. Do know that there might be some duty or taxes on receipt. The shipping's paid for, but I can't handle the other details. So Chase, jump onto my Discord. You've got 6 days, 23 hours to claim, and if you don't, it goes to Mr. Kelly Chase CJ7 Co. Throwing that Canadian flag in the comments. And again, I probably should have pasted the emojis in there, but you get the basic idea. So congratulations, go to that link. And now this is where I gotta say, you can leave as soon as you join. I just need to give you a private message so someone else doesn't claim it. There's nothing else at that link. Sure, throw code ZMOD in the game if you want, but there are no requirements beyond simply throwing that comment. Anyways, we are going to do an operation attack. We've got weird troops loaded. That is for a very specific reason. We are going to attack Duplexity, the hardest operation task force in the game. We are going to do it unboosted. This task force is Boggers United, which has one of the best hashtags for a task force. I think it was one of the first 1 or 2 task forces ever made. Bad Fee is the leader. Where the heck is Bad? I think Bad Fee's the leader. Right about there. She is a German lady who is super kind and a long time boomer who lets me stay in even though I have 4 intel on the week. So thank you very much, Bad Fee. We are going to jump in on this base. I love the look of this base. Duplexity, I am not a huge fan of Duplexity. I think it did more bad than good when it was introduced, because this base, what do they have? They have it down for 6 attacks. Now, 4 of those attacks are setup attacks, and people in task forces don't like setup attacks all that much. I, on the other hand, do really quite enjoy it. Now, if you know anything about booming of the beaches, I have done a video showing that this line right here that I can't draw super straight, right about there, that is where things range on this base. And so we are going to be super cautious about where we need to get rid of. So we're going to get rid of that rocket launcher and that rocket launcher, which will save a couple smokes along the shore. And then we're going to get rid of all of this stuff so that people don't have to worry about that when they're trying to go back and kill this core. That back left, still need someone to throw an artillery on that rocket launcher, go back and get the shield gens, but I'm going to focus on this front right because I can do that boosted. So 2 rockets to get rid of. We are going to send Everspark back there to do that. I am going to throw an artillery on the front one. We're going to flare Everspark back to there. Do be a little bit cautious here that when we go back there, Everspark is going to stand in the, whatever that's called, in the barbed wire. So I need to be a little bit careful about where she stands. Let's get a smoke out there. Doing the Houdini hack was a lot bit lucky on that one. Kind of tempted to move back out of that barbed wire because otherwise she is going to hack a little bit slower and she's going to get hit by that laser regardless. So she is done like dinner. Wasn't perfect, definitely wasn't what I had intended, but should work out nonetheless. Now we need to get the rest of our troops out. We're gonna go something like this, and then all of this stuff over here. Those mechs are gonna get shot by those rocket launchers probably, which is not a huge concern because they have lots and lots of health. As you can see, troops not getting hit by those far back there rocket launchers means that our troops should be able to walk along the beach, saving the next attacker all sorts of gunboat energy. And now we're just gonna see what the heck we can do with all of our remaining GBE. So we're gonna clear these mines back here, trying to make things easier for that next attacker so that they can get back and clear those shield gens, getting rid of that rocket launcher on the left hand side. And overall, just trying to be helpful. And you really, I think you have to think more when you're doing setup attacks than when you're doing solos, because you have to really put some thought into what that next attacker is going to do. We are going to try to clear as many mines on this left-hand side as we possibly can, just trying our darndest to get things simple. That way the next attacker can clear all of that stuff, farm some gunboat energy, and not have to worry all that terribly much. Now, we're also clearing these sniper towers back here, just trying to save a little bit of gunboat energy for our next attacker. Also trying not to hog the cells, but these cells will be a little bit helpful. We've got a minute 36 left. This is not all that intriguing content, sadly. We have slow, terrible defensive attacks, and now we have slow, terrible one bombardier taking out individual cells and sniper towers. We'll speed things up a little bit soon, but for right now, this is what's required. We are helping our task force teammates, and as you can see right about there, those buildings, you see how those are, I showed you that line, that's exactly where our troops come out. So if we can get rid of that sniper tower, maybe we'll save 1 or 2 Zookas on the next attack, because those 2 sniper towers will range our troops as they disembark, or deplane, or de-landing craft, whatever the heck you want to call it. So should we be doing another giveaway? Probably. Let's get a, well, I'm not going to use a, I am going to use a flare. I wasn't going to use a flare because I really wanted to get one more artillery, but we're just going to focus on getting rid of that sniper tower instead. We've cleared that whole right shore. We've made our troops not have to throw smoke when they drop them, so probably saved in the neighborhood of 1, 2, 3, 4 smokes, which is something like 11 or 12 GBE, which is going to be super important when we get back to there. Also made the shocks slightly easier when they do hit that back core. Are we going to get rid of that sniper tower? Sadly, no. But overall, pretty happy with that attack. Unboosted on Duplexity. There are not many task forces that will let you do unboosted hits on Duplexity. So one more time, shout out to Badfee, who I assume is in chat. There we go. So shout out to Badfee. She is always online. And when you're in a task force, that is incredibly helpful. Let's see. My landing crafts are only level 24. I am going to collect some of these resources and get one of those up to level 25. Let's pick this one. I have been super lax. I need to be better. Get those up to 25. You can see that I don't clear this map ever by the fact that I have 4 intel on the week, only 300 victory points with multiple accounts. It's basically impossible to have multiple high VP, all your upgrades done, so please forgive me for my sins. Before we go any further, I'm going to jump back in to my boom pass. trying to get a couple things done at once. We can do win using hero only, this one right here. We can also do win with private bullet, that double up right there. Limited number of landing crafts. Also, there's 3 things we can do in one, plus we can boost up and get some more of those loot resources. So I'm going to stick with bullet. We're going to quickly do imitation game, and that should be able to, I think, let us get rockin' and rollin' on those achievements. Let's throw all those barrages out. And when it comes to boom pass missions, for me, I gotta do at least 2 or 3 at a time. If there's an attack like that one where use tanks, the only way I'm gonna be doing that is if I'm only using 1 or 2 boats. That way I don't have to do each individual mission. Doubling up so important to me. We're now at 5 there, we're at 3 there, and hero only we're at 4. So let's do 2 more with bullet, then I'll jump over to something else. Rocket choppas have been great fun. I just haven't had enough time to use them as much as I would have. What I did for rocket choppas was I used 6 boats of rifles and 2 boats of rocket choppas. That way I got the win with many troops and win with brick, I think it was. So trying always to double up, and that has been super handy when it comes to getting these missions done. I really would like to be able to swap some of these missions out, because I don't talk to the trader ever since she nerfed those trader chests. Also, the 20 dives is just not possible for me to pull off, because I just don't remember to keep those dives going. And 20 dives in 30 days, that should have been a bigger reward in my mind, because I just don't have the patience to come back in and do 20 dives over the course of 30 days. We're moving up into there. I am gonna diamond that boom pass, those build tokens. Really want to make sure that I get to that building skin. I love the HQ skin. Not super keen on where the heck are my buildings. They kind of blend in when they're green. There we go. The residence definitely blends in with that green. I am all about the troop skins, though, hoping that there's troop skins next. The island skin is nice, but I don't know that I would need a second one for a little bit. So Boom Beach, if you're out there listening, please bring back the troop skins. Would love to hear what you guys think. Are you fans of the headquarters skin, of the, where did that just go? Right about there. Do you like the troop skins? Do you like the building skins? Do you like the island skins? What do you want to see next? For me, it's all about the troop skins. I want to see big head Zookas. Come on, big head mode. If you played NBA Jam back in the day, you know exactly what I'm talking about. That would be amazing. You know what? Let's just do a contest. I'm going to give away a Boom Beach shirt. I don't know which shirt it's going to be quite yet. I got to figure out what I got in my stores, but all you need to do is tell me what you want to see next from that Boom Pass. And don't like changes to the Boom Pass, updates to the Boom Pass, instant training, all that sort of stuff. That's not what I'm after. What I want, all you need to do is tell me, do you want a building skin next? If so, what building? Do you want a troop skin next? If so, what troop? Same deal, you guessed it. If you want an island skin next, let me know what island skin you want. And for a bonus point, for a bonus entry, let me know what your second thing is. So if you want a troop skin and you want Big Head Zuka, then do we have what the how, when did we get this? This is all news to me. Check that out. We get a new medic, a bonus promotional event. Is that from Squad Busters? That's my only guess. I should know what we're talking about here. I don't. Very interested to see what the heck that is about. So, sorry, totally derailed my train of thought to Chew. You know what to do. Get the bonus entry. Also, let me know what the heck this promotional event is about. I'm going to be reaching out to Supercell as well. I have been underneath a rock, grinding at life, just being drowned by kids and work and events. So if I missed something obvious there, my apologies, but super stoked to have just stumbled upon that. Gotta be squad busters, right? Anyways, this is my 7 engine room offensive account. I have not played a match in 23 hours. Needed to claim enough of the keys to get up into 7 engine room and into that building health. So I'm gonna quickly build a base. You won't even know I'm gone. Jumping out, because we don't care about warships right now. Figured out more details. Check out that bumper. We were at the 1 million gold mark. We need to keep that moving. So first 5 million, we get that heavy skin. We don't know how many millions we need for that medic skin, but super stoked on that. That heavy skin, which I didn't show you, is right about there. It looks pretty dark. And by the way, I love the fact that these skins are drastically different. We've got the green tank, the OG tank, love that, but this is our first glimpse at other skins, and those skins have all sorts of goodness in them. They are a drastic change from our regular medic, from our regular heavy, and I'm excited about that. I don't know about you guys, but do let me know. Okay, jumping back in. Sorry, my mind is blown. That's why I probably should pay attention to those notifications in game. I do tend to ignore them, kind of like that 3 that's sitting right there. Just tune them the heck out. Apparently notifications are good. I am someone who has 0 notifications ever on any of my apps, so the fact that I ignored them in game is kind of ironic. This base I have copied off of Mackit. I have no idea how it's gonna work. I kind of just got sick and tired of copying his base and started plopping things down, so we are gonna give it a go. It is gonna be an offensive exhibition, an offensive display for the ages. I'm probably going to screw things up in a big way, but scouting, they have low building damage. We're only going to use 2 boats of heavy choppers as a result. They probably are going to seeker us, and I'm going to lose ridiculously quickly because they have 120% troop health. That is 100% more than us. Otherwise, our stats are about the same, so they have used those chests that I have not spent yet. We are going to send, where are we going to go? I think we're going to ignore that back left end. No, it's pretty close to that. I'd probably, maybe this middle front. We'll find out here in a second. For right now, though, let's get bullet out front. We're going to get our heavy choppers out here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's get you over there and then just get rocking and rolling. As you can clearly see by looking at this base, we have so much more offensive firepower. We've got shocks, we've got artillery, we have lots and lots of tools at our disposal. Now, whether or not we can make them work for us, we're gonna find out pretty darn quick. Who does number 2 work for? I have not seen that movie in a long time, but let's get rid of that critter launcher because it's starting to annoy us. Let's throw a shock back there. Bullet needs to hurry the heck up and get back there. Overall, though, we're not doing too badly on this base. They have already cleared all sorts of our engine rooms, though, so we're going to need to speed things up a little teeny tiny bit. And now, you know what? Let's get rid of that back engine room using every single last iota of our GBE. And of course, the boom cannon's about to take out that right there. Let's throw a shock there, trying to get all of our troops and all of our GBE, but this is not looking good, my friends. We are about to lose all of our stuff. Need to throw a flare there. Switching from defense to offense, rarely going terribly well. I don't recommend anyone run 2 drastically different accounts for this exact reason, but we're just warming up the choppers. Luckin' Coffee. Don't know what that is. Maybe that's just a name. I assumed that was going to be like Nuckin' Futz or something like that, but it doesn't appear to be, or my brain has not had enough coffee. So I have gotten some extra stuff. Next on this account, is getting up to that cryo bomb and then possibly switching gears to go back to Seekers. So I am going to leave this video right here. I intended to do a little bit more of the warship stuff. The time to get my warship up to speed, not really going to be useful. More importantly, though, do pre-register for Squad Busters because I really, really, really do want that skin. Heavy skin looks awesome. The medic skin also looks awesome. I don't know if these skins are going to add different, like, if he's going to be sprinkling pixie dust or something like that, or if it's just going to be skin. I don't know if it's going to include different animations as well. Very curious to find out because that green tank OG skin didn't do all of the things. Anyways, I am Zedmot. Do consider renewing that in every single Supercell game. If you don't use code Zedmot, make sure you've got something in that shop. It is so helpful for us creator types, and I shall talk to you soon. As always, keep your submarine diving, keep cleaning out those missions on your boom pass, get all your landing crafts up to level 25 or max for your HQ level. I'm Zedmot. Thank you for coming in, liking, sharing, subscribing, all that stuff. Thanks for coming in. Peace.